Hey everyone, welcome back. So let's understand about fine-tuning and LLM ops. How you can operationalize generative AI for software testing. We'll understand these two concepts. So fine-tuning and LLM ops, the two key practices for operationalizing LLM-powered test infrastructure for testing includes first thing is fine-tuning and second is the LLM ops or managing the operational pipeline through LLM ops. So these are very important concepts for operationalizing LLM-powered test infra. Now, what is fine-tuning? So fine-tuning is a process of adapting a pre-trained model. So when we say we are using any of the model in say VS Code, I have shown you different models in the previous video, right? So if I'm using GPT-4, GPT-5, GPT-5.5 or Google Gemini, there are a couple of models from Google, from Anthropic, there are lots of models, right? Claude. So these are the pre-trained models and these are large language model. There are other models as well which are known as small language model for the tasks which are not that complex. Okay, when you adapt these pre-trained model LLM or SLM to do specific tasks or domain by further training them on targeted high quality data set, that is known as fine-tuning. It involves further training the model on a targeted data set because these pre-trained model are already trained on general data, massive amount of data, images, videos, etc. Right? If it is multimodal model. With fine-tuning, you specify more high quality data set. You provide more high quality data set to the same model and retrain that. Okay, you further train it, not retrain but further train it on the targeted data set, which allows it to learn domain specific knowledge and nuances. Okay, something similar to what we have seen in the RAG, but RAG and fine-tuning are different. All right, in fine-tuning you are further training the model, but in RAG you are providing external data so that the model, large language model, can refer to that data, and when you are asking something it can refer and provide you the outcome based on that data. Fine-tuning is more of further training on future or more data set or high quality data set from your domain, from your organization, from your specific data set. Okay, by fine-tuning the model performance is enhanced for specialized application, and that's why we do fine-tuning. Okay, if you want to do a specialized task, for example, I take a pre-trained model and I want to perform coding tasks, complex coding tasks in a specific programming language. Then I go ahead and further train this model on targeted data set which has examples and data from that specific programming language. Then this model will be fine-tuned to provide me the more accurate and relevant answers for that programming language. Now, how about the choice of model for fine-tuning? You can choose large language model or small language models. Large language models, if you have high reasoning needs, then choose large language model because it will be providing you much better high reasoning needs, but it will also be resource intensive. You can choose small language model if you want more efficiency focused, or if you're more efficiency focused, the tasks are small and very specific, which requires low computational overhead. So you can go ahead with the small language models and fine tune that, which will provide you much better performance for specific tasks within your organization. Okay, so this is basically what the fine-tuning is all about. Then if we talk about the practical application of fine-tuning, say for example you are creating a test case engine. I can go ahead and pick a GenAI model, okay, or large language model, then fine tune it to make sure that when it generates, so usually if I go ahead and use any model, say for example a pre-trained model, it won't be able to understand my company's specific terminology or the test process or how the test cases are structured, etc. Right? So when I will use that model to generate the test cases, it will generate the test cases based on whatever training has been provided to it. Even though I'll provide the examples, it will not follow or it might not follow the specific terminology that is very specific within my organization. So I can go ahead and pre-train or fine-tune a pre-trained model with the company's historical user stories and the corresponding perfect test cases. I'll provide that data. Then fine-tuning will happen. The model will go ahead and learn the specific terminology and test process unique to that team or to that organization. After fine-tuning, GenAI model will no longer produce generic test case. It will produce the test cases that mirror the style, the logic, the output, format, everything in line with the organization or the project format and standard. So that's the practical usage of why you should go ahead and do fine tuning. Maybe in the interview question, if they go ahead and ask, why do we need to do fine tuning of the model? That's the one of the example that you can provide in the interviews. Now, the next important concept is LLMOps. So LLMOps stands for Large Language Model Operations, which refers to the structured set of practices, tools, and processes which are designed to streamline the development, deployment, and long-term maintenance of the LLMs in production. Okay, so similar to what DevOps does to the development, LLMOps is more to the large language models. You develop large language model, you fine-tune those, you deploy those, and then in the long term you maintain those. When we talk about the Google Gemini, okay, when we talk about Microsoft Copilot, when we talk about GitHub Copilot, when we talk about ChatGPT, in the background there are large language models. Every now and then there are new models that are being trained. How they are actually going ahead and operationalizing all of these new models in the production? It's through LLMOps, structured, streamlined development, deployment, long-term maintenance, testing. All of that is part of the LLMOps. Now, why exactly it matters in testing? If you are, say, for example, operationalizing generative AI in software testing, first thing you will go ahead and fine tune, and then you need to make sure that you have to deploy it in your organization, within your organization, to make sure that you are using that fine-tuned model. And for that, you need to follow a structured approach. Like the DevOps, you need to follow the LLM ops as well. Okay, so that's where LLM ops becomes important. It matters because there is a predictability, moving away from random AI behavior to reliable test results. Because you will develop, you will fine-tune, then you will test the model, whether it's basically behaving as expected or not. Then you will deploy, and then you'll also have a process for maintenance. Another importance of LLM ops is the automation. It integrates LLMs into the CI/CD pipelines, like the DevOps. Governance. It ensures the AI remains compliant with the organizational standards over time. The goal is to move from experimental scripts to robust, scalable LLM-powered test infrastructure. Okay, that's where LLM ops becomes really important. So any LLM that needs to be operationalized in the organization, two key steps, fine-tuning and LLM ops, are very important. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.